really wanted to get back to the early morning sessions. First, because it's very quiet, no one is there, and secondly, because it's not as hot. The workout that I did the previous evening was around 6:30, and it was very very hot. I did not really want to take my shirt off because there were kids around, and in the morning it's actually quite pleasant, even though it's a bit humid now. I started off with the usual pulling movement, but I wasn't going as heavy intensity wise. I was trying to stay in the 12 to 15 rep range, and for the two sets that I've done, I was able to do 15. So didn't really want to tire myself out too much because push-ups were coming just after that, and I was planning to go for 20 there. So ideally getting good repetitions all the way up, not trying to push too much on at the end of the range of motion, because I don't really want to feel any pain in the shoulder doing these exercises. So going straight from the rows onto the push-ups. And on the push-ups, I wanted to do one last adjustment because I've been feeling that my shoulder has been improving over this last week. I've been doing a bit of swimming. At the beginning, I wasn't really able to do any style, but right now I was kind of doing freestyle at a lower intensity, going a bit slower without feeling any pain, and that was really good because I was able to get some blood flowing in the shoulder on top of what I'm usually doing as a rehab for that. So not only exercises targeting the rotator cuff, but also a bigger compound movement in the form of swimming. And I wanted to transfer that onto the push-up because I have been doing push-ups with a more flared out arm. So I wanted to be able to tuck my arm closer to the torso, and I was able to do that. I still felt the slightest discomfort, so I didn't really want to go too narrow, also because that targets the triceps a bit more, and I wanted to keep the chest involved in a way that engages the rotator cuff as a stabilizer, but does not tax it too much, or even worse, causes pain. So that was pretty good. I have been testing out different ranges of motions, even trying to do dips while my feet are on the floor, and I still notice that with deep flexion of the shoulder, there is still a sensation of discomfort in there, so I do not really want to pry in there too much. But if I'm able to really do mini steps towards a better feeling while doing this movement, I am pretty confident that this is the right way to go. And when I'm going to go back to the gym, I will still be doing something in this spirit. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the bench press at this time, but if I am able to do push-ups the way that I would normally, so with the elbows slightly more in the scapular plane and not as flared out, I should be on the right track to fix at least the shoulder issue, which is the one that concerns me the most. Talking about the knee here, I was going for the good mornings, again trying to not put too much of a stretch on the distal part of this hamstring tendon that is giving me a bit of an annoyance. So being engaging the glutes a bit more, and then supersetting that straight away with some work that targets that exact part with the hip locked into position. And this is the usual circuit of exercises that I'm really doing just to get my body moving, because these sessions are taking about 40 minutes or so, and after these I'm going for a swim, so I am able to get some resistance training in, and then a form of cardio that is also a rehab in the water. So I'm really liking this. If I was able to have a gym here, that would be the best. But anyways, I was doing some work for the elbows and the arms, and then I was doing these Indian squats. I think they're called Indian squats. So these are nice because, disregarding the aspect of the breathing pattern inverted and that stuff, they really encourage my pace. So what I'm doing, I'm getting into a rhythm, and I'm moving my arms as well as my legs, and this gets some extra volume in for the shoulder. Now here I was really missing the frame, but all along this session I was really feeling good inside the shoulder, so that really gives me a good feeling of confidence, and hopefully the next time is the same. Ciao.